Welcome to your full moon mind journey meditation as the moon sits in Sagittarius, a fire sign. So we're going to take some time to get comfortable and go on a mind journey now, so that you can spend some time really relaxing, with your own thoughts just flowing along, taking you where you need to go, to find some rest and healing. So when you are ready, close your eyes. When you close your eyes, you can see your thoughts better, or maybe just feel them. Whatever works for you is fine. Just make yourself as comfortable as you can be. Perhaps noticing your breathing for a moment. Not trying to change anything. Just letting it happen naturally as your breathing slows and steadies, and your body relaxes more and more. And I wonder if you've ever been to Avebury, a magical place in Wiltshire, not far from Stonehenge and Salisbury, where there are fields of tall standing stones, a bit like the ones at Stonehenge. If you have been there, then you will recognise what I'm saying. But if you haven't, it is easy to imagine as I talk about it to you. So think about what it's like on a clear moonlit night, when you're out for a walk in the countryside, with the stars lighting up the sky above you, and the rays from a newly formed full moon light your way, seeming to send a spotlight ahead of you as you walk along. You come across a pathway with trees along one side and a field on the other side. You walk along the pathway until you get to a field with a gate, and it's one of those gates that you lift the handle to open it. You can clearly see into the field ahead of you, and there's no one around. You immediately spot the first of the tall standing stones. So you eagerly lift the handle and open the gate, and then close it carefully behind you. Noticing that there are lots of these stones in the field, all different shapes and sizes, arranged in a kind of circle. Though not quite as regular and as organised as Stonehenge. You spend some time wandering around the field, enjoying the positive energy of this magical place, studying the stones as you walk past them, perhaps going up to one or two, placing your hand on them, giving and receiving healing. You might like to sit for a while in this place, maybe with your back to one of these standing stones, receiving its healing powers under the light of this beautiful full moon. feeling that healing energy as it enters your body. After a short time, you feel ready to continue with your journey. And when you've walked about 3/4 of the way around the field, you notice another gate, taking you across to another field. It has the same catch, so you open the gate and easily walk through, closing it carefully behind you. As you comfortably walk along, you notice that you're treading into higher ground. A high bank that seems like it's been man-made follows a line along the fields, leading you to more fields further along. You're filled with such a peaceful feeling as you wander along, coming to a tree with ribbons tied all over it. You stop for a moment to study it, noticing that there are many different coloured ribbons and other materials also tied all over this beautiful tree. You realise that people have tied these ribbons as a way of sending up their prayers. So many prayers have been made here. You can feel the magic all around. And as you continue on your journey now, walking along the bank, looking down into the fields all around you as you walk, after a while you hear a sound in the distance. It's quite faint, just a sound travelling on the air at first, that gradually forms into voices singing or chanting. You realise that there's some kind of ceremony taking place, and this fascinates you, so you decide to follow the sound. As you walk, the sound gradually gets louder, and you can clearly identify that it is the voices of chanting and singing, but you can't see anyone yet. You do know that they're not too far away now. As the bank gradually eases into a downward slope as you walk, you can see another field just in front of you. As the chanting gets louder, you know that you must be close now. You notice the glow of a fire in the middle of the field, and you can just make out in the light from the fire that there are people sitting round in a circle all around this fire. As you walk closer, you begin to feel the heat from the fire as you do. The flames lighting up the whole area, giving it a warm and bright feel. Suddenly someone notices you and beckons for you to come and join. So you walk towards a gap in the circle and you take your place. That same person drapes a cloak around your shoulders, and that cloak is the exact colour that you need right now to provide you with the best healing, and you feel wonderfully relaxed and at peace. As you take your attention to the fire at the centre of this circle and the group of people sitting around it, you know without being told that this is a fire ceremony. These people are releasing from their minds all the things that no longer serve them, all the things they no longer need in their lives. All those thoughts, feelings, emotions and memories that are holding them back are being cleansed in this fire, so that memories that can't or won't disappear no longer have a negative effect on the emotions, and the thought patterns, habits and beliefs that no longer serve can be released, moved on from. They can be cleared. And you know that these people are here to support you, to build up the healing energy, and to hold you in their safe protection as you go through your own fire ceremony now, to free yourself of unwanted thoughts, habits and memories. If you want to, you can think of all those things that you want to send into the fire. Or you can just know that this will happen automatically without you having to focus on them. And that feels good. So take some time to imagine now all of those unwanted things. Imagine that they are flowing on the cool evening air towards that ceremonial fire. And as each one reaches the fire, there is a small flash of light, and then it is gone, transformed. And I will leave you here for a while to go through your thoughts and send them to the fire for transformation. and the fire begins to burn down. The chanting gets quieter and quieter until you can hardly hear it. And you know that your work is done for today. You also know you can continue another time with anything else that you want to work on. So you get up from where you are, taking your coloured cloak with you, and walk slowly and carefully out of the field, back to the raised bank, back along the bank by the fields, to the gate, opening it and walking through, into the next field, where the circle of tall stones stand, back past the stones, and back to the pathway that leads you to your usual waking awareness. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes, feeling wonderful.